Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we have completed the Battle Pass. We also, within 10 hours, managed to complete the Tony D'Angelo Team Road to Glory event, getting that Legion Tony D'Angelo for every single member of the Soul Lord Order. Of course, we also got Bronson Reed, Johnny Gargano, Wesley, Trick Williams, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and Oba Femi. And once again, if you want to get your hands on these Legion cards, and you want to join a team, if your team did not get that Legion card, and you're looking for a team that's maybe a little bit better, I encourage you all to click the link in the description. They will take you to my Discord server, and once you get there, you can say, "Hi, I am a fan of the Grand Cat, and I would like to join your team." And when a space opens up on Soul Lord Order 2, you will get a shot at being in said elite, illustrious team that was elite and illustrious, both fused together, and you too will be able to get all of these wonderful little rewards. Of course, we are on Legion tier now. You can see we have managed to successfully make it into that Legion tier, and of course all of our rewards are now going to be Legion rewards, and you can see here that our rewards do give you a chance at getting a Legion card every single team battleground that we complete. It also guarantees you at least one Feral and two either Feral or Invasion cards, 700 super coins, a rare draft pick, and 8 of your forging crystals. So, if that sounds good to you, all you need to do is join that little Discord and wait for your spot to get into the team. And apparently in the Superstore, apparently it's not out yet, there is going to be a brand new card. It's going to be the Gobbledygooker, as he always comes around for Thanksgiving in every single iteration, every single season. Maybe not every season, but certainly he's been around quite a lot, especially in more recent seasons. So that is something to look forward to. But now let's get into what we really want to see here. We're 9 points past the Battle Pass. So let's go ahead and claim them. We will do them one at a time. So this first one contains 2 cards based on my Legion tier and 2 of the support. So let's see what we can get from this. If we can get any Legions. Nope, we have 2 Invasions and 2 Inks. That is about what to expect from the Supercard rarities. Very, very rude of them, I must say. But we do have a guaranteed Legion rare, and of course it is a pro, and I am talking about the Battle Pass LA Knight. Yeah! And let's go ahead and claim him. There he is. And I'm going to train that up. I'm going to make him into a pro, and we're going to see how absolutely massive he is. It gives us a lot of experience as well. The LA Knight was one of my strongest cards initially, but since then, if we take a look at our mails, you can see that our Fortified 3 JBL is currently our strongest card, followed by the People's Champion, the final boss, The Rock, and then of course we have the OTC, the original Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. And then of course we have a Fortified 1 Angelo Dawkins, who's actually weaker than Roman Reigns, despite being Fortified 1. We have Tyler Bate, we've got Ethan Page, all ego, and he's still trying to get his matches up in his variants. Then we have the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, who I think once he gets his 100 matches is going to be just a little bit higher than some of those other people. And then we have big old Kevin Owens, the prize fighter himself. And then, of course, it's LA Knight. And that Pro LA Knight is going to surpass our Fortified 3 JBL. And then, of course, our strongest feral card is the Special Edition Damian Priest. And then after that, we've got a couple more of the feral cards, but we're trying to get to the stage where we get rid of all the feral cards and replace them all with Legion pros. In terms of our females, those are a little bit different. You can see our strongest female is the Feral Limited Edition Liv Morgan, which isn't entirely difficult to get a hold of. I was the 559th person to get it, but getting into the Rock is going to be a little bit more of a climb. Then, of course, we've got our Pro Maxine Dupree, we have a Pro Kairi Sane, who needs to get her matches and her variants up. Then we have our Double Heroic Pro Dakota Kai, the Feral one, that we just got from the recent events. And then, of course, we've got, then we're into the singles of, well, we're into the pros, sorry, of the Ferals. Liv Morgan, Zoe Stark, Alexa Bliss, and Katana Chance. And then we're into the singles of the Legions, is what I was trying to say. I got ahead of myself. Which is Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton, Lyra Valkyrie, which is a pro, and of course, the queen herself, Nia Jax. So once we get that Lyra Valkyrie pro'd up, that's going to help out the deck a little bit more as well. And we are, of course, our first Legion event card is going to be Last Man Standing, which is going to come around tomorrow, and we're going to see in 7 hours and 48 minutes exactly what that card is. And like I said, everyone is going to be playing this Last Man Standing match. So if you are trying to get into that top 100, be prepared to spend a lot of credits. I am not going to do it. I am going to be happy with getting in the top 10,000. I'm going to aim for around about 5,000. If I get 6,000, if I get 7,000, I'm going to be happy with it. If I get 2,000 or 3,000, I'll be happy with that too. But 5,000 is my goal. That's the one that I'm aiming for. I really don't want to be in that 9,000 bracket, because if you're anywhere near the end of the 9,000s, you risk the chance of losing that card once the points are tallied up. So if you want to guarantee your card, I recommend getting into at least 8,000 and something. If you get 8,900, that is completely fine. I am not going for a high tiered card for this one. I'm just going to be happy with whatever I get. And the reason for that, and let me show you, is because if we go into Inferno cards, let's take a quick look here. So there we go. The strongest card is the double heroic Rhea Ripley. Beyond that, we've got the limited edition Trish Stratus and the limited edition Undertakers. Those are the strongest cards. Then there's double heroic Jimmy Uso, Bret Hart, Trick Williams, and then we go into the Dungeons and Dragons cards. And you can see here that actually lower than our fortified one Triple H from Dungeons and Dragons is actually The Rock, and that was a score of 2,190. Below that, we have a fortified one AJ Styles from the Undertaker event, and then 2,757 Jey Uso is below even him. At one time, getting the ranked event cards would always be significantly higher than the double heroics, and they'd be on par with the limited edition cards. Now, you really need to be in the top 500, the top 200, the top 50 to get into anywhere near these stages. So, for my money, I think it's just not worth it. That's just one big old Grand Cat's opinion, and if you want to go for it, by all means, as the Grand Cat supports your decision, but it is not something the Grand Cat is going to do. It is not something that the Grand Cat recommends anyone go and attempt as well. Another thing to watch out for is, unfortunately, Cat Daddy doesn't seem to know how to get rid of them. There are botters out there. There are people who are using devices to speed through the game, to get the computer to play for itself, and they will have an unfair advantage over everything you're doing. So do expect there to be cheaters in that top 100 range, which is going to make it significantly harder for anyone legitimately trying to play the game. And that is just unfortunately the fact of the matter. I have said for a long time that what Cat Daddy should do is they should get rid of the... you should keep the number, but the stats should stay the same for everyone. So if you get a rank 1 card, it should have the exact same stats as the rank 10,000, and the only difference is the little number, which is just for bragging rights. It shouldn't determine the strength of the card. I think that would make it more fair. It would also discourage people to cheat. It means that everyone's just playing to try and get into that top 10,000. I think that would be fairer overall, but Cat Daddy does not seem to agree with that. They seem to enjoy doing whatever this nonsense is and making event cards so shockingly weaker than their double heroic counterparts, which are, in my opinion, easier to get. So that is my rant for this little video. It turned into more of a rant than what I expected. I'm going to be trying to get this Pro LA Night recorded. I am also going to start on Wild Wednesday. I've been quite lazy, I've not done it yet, so I'm going to have to get that underway, and I'll get that video up for you guys. It's going to be a short as per usual. I'm going to do some of the daily quests. I don't know if I'm going to do all of them, but I'm going to give it a shot, because the more of these quests you do, the more your objective counter rises up, and once you get this, it gives you a whole bunch of stuff that is entirely worth it once you've completed 100 objectives. And with that said, folks, that is going to be it for this little video, and I really hope you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.